No secret that these teams don't like each other. Could things get a little chippy tonight?
It would not surprise me at all, Kevin. These teams, not only fierce rivals, but there's a little bit of animosity for one another. Throwing the fact that both these teams play in the same conference, yeah, I'd say the spirits might be high tonight.
Now, let's go courtside for a report on MP's history-making season.
Thanks, guys. Well, a pretty auspicious record he set. The most 60-point games in a season. He's on a tear for the ages and has established himself as one of the most combustible scorers in the game. Guys?
Yeah, all right. He is combustible. Thank you very much. A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. In the post, it'll be Sochan with Wembanyama. Harper is out there with Stephon Castle. And it's Champagnie in at the 3 spot. Now, here's Markkanen. Misses the 3. Sochan with the ball. Now guarded by Nurkic. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by the Jazz. He's been following their streak game after game, and right now it's up to 13 in a row.
Well, you look at the discipline, the way these guys play under control. They never get out of balance when they find themselves in a hole. They just continue to fight, play their game, and enforce their own pace.
Now, Sochan, after Lauri Markkanen misses from long range. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Castle. Fires the 3. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on him.
Inside. Kicks it out to MP. Pass to Markkanen. Now Bailey. Lets it go. Another miss by Utah.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the Deans.
Here we go, Coach. The 2025 Rookie of the Year, Stephon Castle.
Yeah, look, Kevin, you can't say too many good things about this guy, but it starts with this. Like all the best players in the league, he plays both ends of the floor. Stephon Castle can take on the assignment of guarding the best player on the other team, and he's a guy whose skills are rapidly improving offensively. The future is great for this guy. Far from an ideal start, only 1 for 5. Let's see if they can turn it around.
The 3. San Antonio again missing. Here's MP, and the dunk by MP.
Well, young guys rarely hesitate to throw it down when they can. MP is no exception.
Pass to Champagnie. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Wembanyama. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. The Spurs come into this one following a loss to the Rockets.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
And being slow on your rotations is a killer. There's not a team in the league that won't punish you for that.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. To the inside. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Now, here's MP. Coming off a solid outing against Minnesota. Pass to Nurkic. Latrey. Rebounded by Castle.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Misses from close range.
Look, I'm not sure what's going on with him. 0 for the night. Might be time to give someone else a chance.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Here's Sochan. He's coming off a 16-point game against Houston. Wembanyama, right side. Now, here's Markkanen. Tight defense on him. Pass to MP. Nurkic, a screen on Castle. Now, Nurkic from downtown. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots. There's the drive. The shot's good.
So good at reading the floor off the bounce and getting into the teeth of the defense.
MP against Castle. The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. Can't cash in from the high post. Pass to Sochan. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Utah. They trail by 1. Now Bailey. Outside, Markkanen lets the 3 fly, and Bailey gets it to go on the assist by Markkanen.
A big reason why Bailey went high in the grab. He's a guy who can score without dominating the ball.
Wembanyama against Nurkic. Outside Harper. Wembanyama sets a screen for Harper. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
In the pick and roll game, Harper wants to attack, so you have to deny the ball defensively.
MP kicks to Nurkic, and stolen by Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Here's MP following the bucket by the Spurs. Harper with the steal. To the middle. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
MP inside. Castle covering. Pass to Filipowski. He wants to get it to Nurkic and does. Here's Castle. 11-point game his last outing. It's Wembanyama at the elbow. Shoots over Nurkic. That misses off the backboard.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, you can't forget that Markkanen is an accomplished dunker.
And as if the Spurs stand weren't already stocked with young talent, they moved up from 8th to the number 2 spot in the May draft lottery.
An embarrassment of riches, Kevin. And if any organization knows how to organically build through the draft, it's the Spurs.
San Antonio's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out, looking cold from outside. Pass to Wembanyama with the fadeaway. That doesn't go either for Wembanyama. Utah trailing here. And now Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
I had a chance to catch up with Will Hardy. He talked about how difficult it is to match up against Victor Wembanyama. Coach said the biggest concern is Wemby's defense. His rim protection is game-changing. But he told me that it doesn't mean settling for outside shots. It means ball movement and spacing the floor will be key. Guys, back over to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. MP passes to Filipowski. Markkanen dishes to MP. Clock at 6. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Three-pointer. Tips it up. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got it all tied up now for the Jams.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Both teams deciding to change it up. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at the Rockets. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And when you look at Utah, they've got to be disappointed with their play. They just look disjointed, and their losing streak continues to grow as a result.
Now, here's Johnson. Right now, he's averaging 11 points a game. 16 feet away. The rebound by Niang. Utah's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Now, MP. 6 points for him. Pass to Collier. A miss that time would have put him up. The Spurs shooting 39% in the early minutes of this game. Now, Wembanyama. Back to Castle. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Johnson outside. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Barnes outside. Pass to Wembanyama. Shoots over Niang. Wembanyama, no good. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. Drives to the hoop. And the dunk by MP.
Readiness is so important, and the moment he saw his opening, MP was ready to attack.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Wembanyama for three. Add another make to his scoring column. His fifth basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Up top, Niang. Defended by Wembanyama. The kick out to Anderson. It's up a three. He can't hit that time.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Collier, covered by Johnson. MP against Castle. Pass to Collier. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Niang, no good. At the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Jazz lead by 1. From the Delta Center, it's the NBA. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
MP out there with Collier. Then there's Anderson. Then there's George Niang. And it's Hendricks in at the small forward position. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. Oh, watch out, MP! Throws it down.
Well, even though he hasn't been in the league a long time, MP knows exactly where to get his points.
Here's McLaughlin. Kicks it out to Johnson. There's the pick. Pass to McLaughlin. Fires the three. Here's Waters. And here is Johnson. He's covered by Anderson. The three. A shot by Johnson, no good. The Jazz shooting 43% from the field. It's MP attacking, and the dunk by MP.
Get used to seeing that over the next 10-plus seasons. MP taking flight.
The Spurs have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And stolen by Barnes. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. McLaughlin, the pass to Cornette. The rebound by Niang.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
A three from MP. Nailed from three-point land. MP's got the lead up to 5 now for the Jazz. The kick out to Barnes. And he's good on the 3-ball. Barnes has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
MP deciding where to go with it. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. I'm told now by our producer, do we have them, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks. Well, this new three-point era started with Stephen Curry. And it's really in the last decade that we're seeing the long-distance game extend to the center position. If you look at the list of recent champions, it seems it's also not a luxury, but a necessity to have a paint presence who can also stretch the floor from deep.
Yes, certainly a nightmare to contain. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
MP outside. Outside for George. Unable to get that one. The Spurs have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Pass to Wembanyama. Now Bailey, who's guarded by Johnson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Keldon Johnson.
Well, given his size, Bailey sometimes can overwhelm a defense.
First trip to the line for him here. That free throw good from Bailey. And Stan, Utah has been all about basketball up until last year. The Jazz, the only major professional sporting franchise in the state.
Yeah, now they've got hockey, but from the venerated days of Stockton and Malone in the 80s, basketball has become effectively the state sport of Utah.
Well, Stan, De'Aaron Fox said there was no list of teams he wanted to go to. He specifically said, I want to go to San Antonio.
Well, 2 words, Victor Wembanyama. Fox is a Texas native and saw an opportunity to pair himself with a rising superstar in a stable organization.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Harper. And it goes down 2 points. Harper's got his 3rd basket of the night.
A crafty move by Harper inside, able to work around the defense.
MP, and MP throws it down.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Timberwolves was a man on a mission. He finished with 67 points, and he made a lot of shrewd decisions with the ball, which led to a hefty assist total for him. He was clearly on a mission, and no one was getting in his way. A flat-out dominant performance.
Great stuff, Allie. We thank you. Greg, it was obvious he was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
Johnson surveying the floor. Wembanyama high post. Oh, too easy for Wembanyama.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Henri Markkanen's checked in for Utah. Jeremy Sohan's checked in for the Spurs. And here is MP. He's got 21. Lets it go with a 3. The Jazz again can't hit it. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking it.
Outside for Wembanyama. Another shot. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And this kid is tough. Wembanyama just powering it in despite the contact.
Castle's checked in for the Spurs. You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength, but he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
Castle against MP. Castle misses. And so MP will bring it up for the Jazz. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
I like their aggressiveness in that one. No one's going to give you anything. You've got to go out and take it.
Well, those are the kinds of performances you hope carry over into some momentum for this one.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Outside Harper, from outside the arc, Filipowski grabs the board. Jazz have gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Outside, George. Pass to Filipowski. Over Wembanyama. The shot by Filipowski, no good. San Antonio trailing here. Sohan finds Castle. Here's Wembanyama. Defended by Filipowski. The kick out to Harper. Fires from deep. The rebound by the Jazz. They beat the Spurs during their last encounter in San Antonio.
Yeah, they got into a terrific flow offensively, but a lot of that was because the defense they were facing was mediocre.
Yeah, but even against weak defense, your execution still matters. Luckily, they were able to take advantage.
Wembanyama with the bucket. And that's now 20 points for Victor Wembanyama. Utah's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And MP throws it down hard.
Well, you got to be confident with your ball handling trying something like that. MP with the incredible move.
Outside Harper. Pass to Champagnie. It's Wembanyama at the elbow. Shoots over Filipowski. And Wembanyama gets it to go.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
From 12 feet out, rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Pass to Champagnie. Castle against MP. Here's Sohan. Wembanyama, a screen. A nice shot by Sohan. And that'll tie this game up.
Such a unique player. Jeremy Sohan can score anywhere on the floor. He does great things for his team.
The Jazz making a switch here. And as we check out this year's contenders for the dunk contest, we get a look at some of the showmen, the best showmen in the NBA.
And with the names on that list, you know we're going to have a crazy competition this year.
You look at Castle, and I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing you already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
A quiet but confident player. MP is one of those guys that lets his play do the talking most of the time.
The Jazz making a switch here. Niang's checked in, and that one's good. Champagnie. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
MP against Castle. Niang. It's Niang with the jam.
And smooth dish from MP. That's talent and teamwork.
to Champagnie. Castle up top, covered by MP.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, you'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Here's Sensabaugh. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. And the Jazz lead by 1.
Already showing some solid skills as a passer. That'll really serve MP well in the long run of his career.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Down low. And here's the break. Here's Wembanyama. The rebound by Niang. MP with it. He's got 27. Here's Collier. And a wide open look for MP. Sinks the three-pointer. And it's a 4-point Jazz lead. And so it's MP making things happen for the Jazz. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. We've got more in store for you right after this.
This has been a display of what we often talk about on this show. Unselfish ball movement usually leads to better shots.
Now let's change gears and talk a little bit about all-star voting.
It's pretty obvious the dudes who are going to make it, but you also have to deserve it.
And that's a halftime.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. On the court right now for the Spurs. In the post, it'll be Sohan with Wembanyama. Stephon Castle is out there with Harper. And it's Champagnie in at the 3. Into the lane. Here's Castle. The three-pointer off the mark. Jazz leading by 4. Now, here's MP. Markkanen in the corner. MP outside. And Nurkic, the bucket on the assist by MP. MP's got his 7th assist in the game. Pass to Sohan. No good on the triple.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
MP passes to Baylor. Back to MP. Now, here's Nurkic. Over Castle. Bank shot. No good. To the paint. Here's Wembanyama.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
To the middle. Harper with the steal. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, Kev. The Spurs last season acquiring De'Aaron Fox. He said what this team struggled with are the things that I bring. Self-creation, being able to touch the paint, getting into the teeth of the defense and collapsing it. And regardless of how well I'm playing in a game, I still command attention. My guys never just leave me. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you. Let's check out the NBA blocks leaders. Victor Wembanyama, number 1.
What an intimidator he is in the paint. I mean, he's shot to the top of that leaderboard, and nobody feels comfortable putting a shot up around him right now.
No good on the second free throw. Spurs trail by 5. A floater, and it's Castle weighing it in. Castle's got 5.
A bigger guard, 6'6" Castle, can just overwhelm defenders. Impressive for his age.
MP right side. Driving in. Wow, MP dropping the hammer.
just rubbing it in their faces with that number.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket.
Shot by Shanbeni, no good. Jazz leading by 5. Here's MP. Oh, MP makes it look easy.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
The Spurs have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Now, Sohan, a look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. 5 to shoot. And Wembanyama, that's for 2. And the Spurs scoring again.
So fluid off the bounce. Wembanyama.
Well, Coach, you know the 2025 season was cut short for Wembanyama due to a blood clot in his right shoulder.
Yeah, it was too bad, Kevin, to see that season cut short. Look, I think it's easy to say Wembanyama would have been the defensive player of the year in 2025. I think he had that one sewed up, but he just couldn't get enough games in to get to that. And he's a guy that can do everything on offense. We're talking probably the next face of the league.
Here's Sohan. His three-pointers off the mark.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Pass to Bailey. Now, here's Nurkic. He's guarded by Harper. Here's Filipowski. And here's MP for good. That's another bucket.
And this remarkable rookie campaign reaching a new milestone in terms of production. He's now number 2 all-time for points scored in a rookie season.
He's among some elite company. Makes you wonder how many more outstanding achievements lie in front of him. He is a lot of fun to watch. Castle with it. 5 points in the game. The shot, no good.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Castle against MP. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Offensive rebound. And so, MP will bring it up for the Jazz. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Pass to Markkanen. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. A chance here to rank the top rookies in the NBA. The race for the Rookie of the Year. How about these guys? Oh, what a group. You take a look at Harper. What a start to his NBA career he's in. Wow. You know, you knew he could be special, and he's showing everyone why as he sits third in the rankings.
And it's a testament to his ability and toughness that he's got himself into that number 3 spot in the Rookie of the Year rankings.
Yeah, and plenty of time left in this season. A strong start, and who knows what can happen if he takes it up even another notch down the stretch.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through.
Nurkic, a screen on Castle. MP dishes to Nurkic. Back to MP. Pass to Nurkic. Over Castle, and Nurkic, the bucket on the assist by MP. Nurkic has got the lead up to 10 now for Utah. Outside Harper. Wembanyama looking it over. Now Castle. And it's off from three-point range.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Outside, George. Nurkic in the post. Wembanyama on him. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Harper the pass to Wembanyama. Outside Harper. Over George. Harper, no good. Jazz leading by 10. And stolen by Castle. Pass to Champagnie. Outside Harper. Spurs working the ball around now. Wembanyama left side. 5 on the clock. Here's Castle. Great D that time from Nurkic.
Another miss. At some point, they need to tap someone else for a boost offense.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket.
George Niang, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for San Antonio. Johnson comes in for Sohan. Here's Castle. He has 7. Inside. That falls. High speed that time from Harper. Castle's got 6 in the quarter.
A 6'6" Castle is a strong finisher inside.
MP outside. Pass to Niang from deep. San Antonio with the rebound. Outside Harper. Now Cornett. He's covered by Niang. Cornett kicks to Johnson. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Johnson's got his first bucket of the night. Castle against MP. High arcing shot. MP converting the tough bucket.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Outside Harper. Shoots the 3. And it's MP with the rebound. MP's got 6 rebounds in the game. Anderson outside. Castle against George. MP outside. MP drills the 3.
Well, they wouldn't be in the position they're in without his contribution. He has tormented this defense tonight.
Pass to Castle. And here's Harper from the arc. Cornett kicks to Harper. Over George. Harper, no good.
Yeah, and they're fighting to get back in this one, but unfortunately, he just keeps coming up empty.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Well, I like when MP takes initiative like this because it forces the defense to react.
And the Jazz with some changes. Sensabaugh is checked in, and it's Collier in for George.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Here's McLaughlin, covered by MP. Puts up a deep 3. McLaughlin, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And he gets it to go. MP's got 49 points in the game.
Strong work down low from MP. He doesn't let aggressive defense throw him off his game.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Wembanyama down low. He's covered by Niang. Wembanyama gets the bucket.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. MP outside. Anderson with the screen for MP. And finished off by Anderson.
And you could just see Anderson there looking to jam it.
Down low. Wembanyama fighting for it.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Utah out in front, up by 15. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the block.
In for the Jazz. MP comes in for Collier. Spurs trail by 9. They've got MP. Filipowski's out there with Nurkic. Then there's Bailey. And it's Markkanen in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group right now for Utah. To the wing right side. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Then Wembanyama outside. Rebounded by the Jazz. Markkanen's got 6 rebounds here tonight. MP, no good. San Antonio's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Outside Harper. Fires top of the key. And good. He nails it.
Well, he's such a natural talent. Has all the skill needed to produce at a high level.
MP passes to Nurkic. MP outside. Nurkic a screen on Castle. MP finds Nurkic.
And with excellent footwork, Nurkic remains effective in those pick-and-roll situations.
Spurs trail by 9. Outside Harper. Now Sohan releases. And the basket by Castle.
Yeah, you have to give him a lot of credit here. He's turned things around after a disappointing first half.
And here is MP. Markkanen sets the pick for MP. Six on the shot clock. Back to Filipowski. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP.
The defense will take that miscommunication. Not even close.
Castle against MP. Outside Harper. In the corner, it's Wembanyama. Just 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. That one misses.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
MP against Castle. MP. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. Spurs trail by 7. Puts up the 3. And down goes the 3.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Here's Bailey. He's guarded by Harper. Yeah, count it.
A nice pass by the rookie Bailey. They love seeing Ace set up others.
San Antonio's gotten 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of it. The drive by MP. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
He's creating good looks and shooting very efficiently.
Spurs shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Wembanyama, tough shot.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
MP outside. Takes the 3. Can't get it to go.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Well, Castle's showing his ability to create and finish when the defense overcommits.
And that one misses. Jazz leading by 4. Nurkic outside. Now MP. Harper with the steal. Oh, what a finish.
And what a huge huge sequence that could be.
Wow, a play that might come to define this game.
That might be the play of the game.
54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Strong move off the glass.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. Clearly, there's no doubt in the coach's mind. He told his guys, look, we're in this. All it takes is a couple of stops and a couple of buckets. It's yours for the taking. Now go out there and take it. I like his confidence. Guys?
Thank you, Allie. Now, Bailey. MP outside. Nurkic, a screen on Kessel. Here's Nurkic. Pocket pass to the paint, and he punches it home.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Sweet move. Oh, down it goes. Missed on the 3, and they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
And so they foul intentionally. First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
And so it's Utah with the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, great win for you guys tonight, MP. You broke the half-century mark. Is scoring 50 feel different than scoring 30 and 40? $50 feels 2/3 better than 30 and a quarter better than 30. Get that in your head fast. Maybe I'm a mathematician. You should know I'm not just a pretty face, Dominic Emmett. I got brains too. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thanks, Dom. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. See you later.